this night I'll be gone, breathing the eternal blue right at the break of morn, sailing towards the unknown with my crew on the sea. The day that I return, a hero I shall be. A hero I shall be. A hero I shall be. I'm all set to be rebellion. I'm all set to go straight. Your burdens I will leave ashore to find what I've been longing for. I'm all set to be rebellion. I'm all set to go straight. Your burdens I will leave ashore to find what I've been longing for. I'm all set to be rebellion. I'm all set to go straight. Your burdens I will leave ashore to find what I've been longing for. I'm all set to be rebellion. I'm all set to go straight. Your burdens I will leave ashore to find what I've been longing for.
Ach, Liebste, bist du wach? Noch wach, ich komm zu dir bei Nacht. Wir gehen fort an jenen Ort, wo Liebesfreude lacht.
Im grünen Dort, beim alten Baume treff ich dich wie erst im Traum bei Mondenschein. Da halt ich meine Liebe nicht im Traum.
Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, du mein Mädchen, meine Jolie. Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, meine Liebste, meine Jolie. Ganz heimlich wie der Winterwind, bevor der Tag beginnt, laufe schnell nach Hause, schöne Frau, barfuß durch den Morgentau.
Sie wollen unsere Liebe nicht, es ruft dir, es ruft die Pflicht, doch voller Schmerz. So brennt mein Herz, so brennt es nur für dich.
Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, du mein Mädchen, meine Jolie. Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, meine Liebste, meine Partie. Doch unsere junge Liebe war gegangen fort für immer da. Nun ist es Jahre her, doch sehnt mein Herz sich sehr.
So zieh ich durch die Landewelt, such, was meine Sehnsucht stillt, vielleicht ja heute Nacht. Drum nimm dich meine Nacht.
Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, meine Liebste, meine Jolie. Und wenn der Morgen graut, dann bist du meine Braut. Ja, dich vergess ich nie, meine Liebste, meine Jolie. Meine Liebste, meine Patrie. For the lassies, they will love us till our money is all spent.
So pass the flowing bowl, boys, there's whiskey in the jar, and we'll drink to all the lassies and the jolly roving tar.
Oh, Johnny, did you miss me when the nights were long and cold? Or did you find another love in your arms to hold? Says he, I thought of only you while on the sea afar. So come up the stairs and cuddle with your jolly roving tar.
So pass the flowing bowl, boys, there's whiskey in the jar, and we'll drink to all the lassies and the jolly roving tar.
Well, in each other's arms they rolled till the break of day. When the sailor rose and said farewell, I must be on me way. Ah, don't you leave me, Johnny lad, I thought you'd marry me. Says he, I can't get married, for I'm married to the sea.
So pass the flowing bowl, boys, there's whiskey in the jar, and we'll drink to all the lassies and the jolly roving tar.
Come all ye bonny lassies now, a warning take by me, and never trust an Irishman an inch above your knee. He'll tease you and he'll please you, but when he's had his fun, he'll leave you in the morning with a daughter or a son.
So pass the flowing bowl, boys, there's whiskey in the jar, and we'll drink to all the lassies and the jolly roving tar. So pass the flowing bowl, boys, there's whiskey in the jar, and we'll drink to all the lassies and the jolly roving tar.
As I was coming home from a Port Maria party, I crossed paths with John Rackham and his lady friend and Bonnie. Well, perhaps it was the full moon, although whiskey had worked its wonders. But I knocked them out, called on the street, and relieved them of their plunder. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, my heart was beating fast now, and the road seemed rather scary. So I threw that sack, hustled me back, and I took it home to Mary. She said, and she swore, she never would deceive me. Didn't know the devil and Mary Reed made her pack way down in Fiji. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. As I sat there excitedly till her eventful evening, I counted out jewels and grinned and soon turned in for sleeping. But Mary took me close, she wore them like a man, set out to find old Calico Jack with me blunderbuss in hand. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It was early in the morning and I woke from an attack, and reaching for me gun, the elder smile of Calico Jack. Shocked and confused, the cat of nine tails hit me, and now it all there stood me, Mary and Bonnie. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's a man, Captain Barnett, and he works for the Navy. I hear he's after Calico Jack, perhaps he'll come and save me. Till then I wait here patiently as we sail towards Tortuga. A pirate now, I man the seas because I've been recruited. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now some men take delight in the drinking and the roving, but others take delight in the rolling and the smoking. But I take delight in an age-one glass of whiskey, and courting pretty fair maidens just as long as their name's not Mary. Moosha ring da ba doo da ba da. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. No future was there in London for a poor man's son like me. So I left my home and I went to seek my fortune on the sea. I signed aboard a merchant ship bound for the West Indies, and 6 weeks out we tacked into the winds of piracy. There were sails on the horizon and we tried to make a run, and when we saw that black flag then our running it was done. And when those pirates boarded us they told us one by one, you can die or join our crew, me boys, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. With a pistol to my forehead, then my choice was all too clear. I took leave of that merchant ship and became a buccaneer. And though they spared my life, I think that if the truth be told, I joined them for the promise of adventure, rum and gold. The quartermaster handed me a cutlass and a gun, and as I signed their articles, the captain told me, son, us gentlemen of fortune live life fast and on the run. So step right up and take your share, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. For 2 long years I sailed with them around the Spanish Main, and we captured ships from Portugal, from England, France and Spain. And we took what we could and we gave none back, for that's the pirate's code. And the wake we left in the Caribbean Sea ran red with blood. Now the Admiralty in London sent a fleet to hunt us down, and a trader in Port Royal told them where we could be found. They surrounded us in Nassau, the captain shouted, let 'em come. The fight'll be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. We ran the red flag up and then we readied all our guns. No quarter would we give and in return expected none. We got off one good broadside but outnumbered 10 to 1. They took out half our crew and then our pirating was done. They took us back to London town under key and lock, and the hangman's noose was swinging at the execution dock. The captain turned and said to me, we had fine sailing, son. The voyage it was over all too soon, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. Now as you listen to this tale by now, I'm sure you have surmised that I slipped the hangman's cable and escaped him with my life. But how I got away, well that's another story, son. My voyages, they aren't over yet, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, you boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, you boys, time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. When you take a Spanish treasure ship, you divide by the rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough, time flies when you're having rum.
You will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
So it would seem.